Hey there guys, in today's video I wanted to showcase using a technique I've shown you before of painting with an animal, and this time instead of doing it with a dog, I am going to be doing it with a dromedary camel. So if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, you want to make sure to stick around. That's going to be coming up right after this. Guys, this is Jack over at Hi Red Bird, where I am tirelessly working to find new ways to make the keeping of exotic animals and pets more exciting, more affordable, and ultimately more enjoyable. You know, I think a lot of people are always looking for fun and interesting ways to interact with their animals, and sometimes those animals are not as simple or straightforward as a dog or a cat. So in today's video, I wanted to show you guys an idea for interacting with your animals to do a painting no matter what they could be. Now here I'm doing this with a dromedary camel, but if you had something like goats, horses, pigs, all manner of exotic animals, this would work for a wide variety of different animals. So I definitely encourage you guys to think about it and try this out. If you have an animal that you would like to try this with, go ahead, leave a comment down in the comment section below to show other people what sort of animals you think this will work for. Without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into how we're going to be doing this. Now, the materials we're going to be using for this are pretty much the same as before: the canvas, the bag, the paint. You're also going to need some sort of reinforcer for your animal, but that will depend on what animal you're doing this with. So you're going to have to use your best judgment there. Now here I am going to be taking my canvas, putting down some dots of paint. I am using acrylic paint for this, but if you have an animal that you are worried might be a little bit more destructive or a little bit mouthier, you may want to use tempera paint, which is going to be a safer option for if they accidentally ingest it. Playing with the colors, picking them out, the placement of the dots of paint that we're putting down is going to be completely up to you, but then our animal is going to go through and change this up. I'm going to go ahead, put this inside a plastic Ziploc bag. Now you want to make sure you have a bag that is able to accommodate the canvas and has a little bit of room as well. So you can see there's a little bit of room all around the canvas. If you don't have that room, your animal won't be able to manipulate it to get the paint to move. Now for this, I am using some pieces of marshmallow. They are a favored treat for the camels. They are typically used for if they are having to do something that's brand new and a little bit stressful. So here we have a camel, and you can see he is going for those marshmallows. If you need to have more at the ready to get your animal interested in interacting with the item, you can definitely do that. But the fun thing is, depending on your animal, you may or may not need any sort of food reinforcer at all. Carl here, this dromedary camel, is actually very, very excited to interact with brand new things. And I think I probably could have gotten him to interact with this canvas even without that. Now, again, use a food item or treat that is going to work the best for your animal. I diced up pieces of marshmallow. Compared to this 1,400-pound dromedary camel, they really aren't anything, but you want to make sure you're making the best choices with the food reinforcers that you have. And honestly, this was so much fun. You can see Carl actually pulling against his halter to try to get to the canvas, to try to do even more with this painting. And he had a whole lot of fun doing this. Now, once you are satisfied that your animal has done it well enough, you're going to go ahead, you're going to open up this bag. If you think that you can open it and pull the canvas out, you can do that. You can also cut down the sides if you feel the need to do that, because you want to make sure that you're able to pull this out and you are able to see what sort of movement, what sort of interaction your animal had with this. And this is a great way to end up with a fun keepsake for your animal. And it's a collaborative art piece between you and your animal. So I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed this. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked this idea, and subscribe to the Hi Redbird channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. I do need to say a special thank you to my Patreon patrons. Not only do they support the Hi Redbird YouTube channel, but they do get special bonuses and additional content as well. I am also very thankful of my Hi Redbird channel sponsors. If you would like to find out more information, you can find that in the description section of this video. Thank you all so much.